Hey guys, I just got done reacting to the song, and I just want to say that this obviously was a gift request, Zach Barber, and I thank him in the official part of it, but I wanted to let you know that those of you who are just traditionalists, this would not be for you. This was more country-based rock, but the lyrics told a story that actually it got me, but I didn't cry, but it was one of these things where I'm like, oh, like I wonder, just about my past relationships and marriage and stuff, just as we all do when we hear stories and songs. So anyway, just you've been forewarned. All right, guys, enjoy the video now. Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Dom. This is Rockin' a Country, doing non-pop country music reactions, and Toby Keith has such a wide variety of songs. I've done a couple of reactions. Earlier in the channel, I did some of his pop stuff, like Red Solo Cup, but more since he passed a couple of days ago. The official date was the 5th of February, and in case you're seeing this like 6 months later, but he had some just absolutely beautiful songs. And Zach Barber made a gift to the channel for me to do this song, She Never Cried in Front of Me. And I'm like, I did a John Moreland song, which is like phenomenal. Actually, I have to get back to doing more John stuff, but like, you never even cried or something like that. And it's like, oh God, like, someone's dumb when they don't cry when they're leaving you. Anyway, she never cried in front of me. Now that could be anything. Yeah, Zach, first shout, thank you for the gift, Zach. But you said that this was later in Toby's career, maybe even more recently. I don't know. If that's true, maybe it had to do with what he was going through. Oh, Jesus. This has this Joey and Rory Feek feel to it.
7:35, see someone else's wife. Now I can get on with my life, and that thrills me. She married him today. Her daddy gave the bride away. I heard a tear roll down her face, and that kills me. 'Cause now I can see why she's finally crying. How was I supposed to know she was slowly letting go? If I was putting her through hell, I couldn't tell. She could have given me a sign and opened up my eyes. How was I supposed to see she never cried in front of me? Yeah, maybe I might have changed. It's hard for me to say, but the story's still the same. It's a sad one, and I'll always believe if she ever did cry for me, they were tears that you can't see. You know, the bad ones.
Sadness.
Now I can see why she's finally crying.
She's happy. She's happy. Yep.
How was I supposed to know she was slowly letting go? If I was putting her through hell, I couldn't tell. She could have given me a sign.
Probably did.
Opened up my eyes. How was I supposed to see she never cried in front of me? Without a doubt, I know now how it ought to be. She's gone and it's wrong and it bothers me. Tomorrow I'll still be asking myself, how was I supposed to know she was slowly letting go. If I was putting her through hell, I couldn't tell. She could have given me a sign, opened up my eyes. How was I supposed to see? How was I supposed to see? She never cried in front of me.
That gets you thinking. Ladies, I know you guys have some thoughts.
Hell, I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell. It's part of the problem, sure. It's not necessarily his fault in that way. I mean, maybe she just did not communicate. And then one day she's like, I'm done. But usually there are signs along the way. It would be better if people spoke directly, but I mean, that's part of the hard part. That's how relationships dissolve, is generally a lack of communication, lack of understanding one another, and it gives fear and dislike a chance to grow in that order. But when communication breaks down, like here, he's looking for her. He's hoping she would have said things, and maybe she was, and he just wasn't picking up on it or taking it seriously enough. Relationships are just tough in that way. But yeah, this didn't sound like it was related at all to his later circumstance in which he died of cancer. But it wasn't the song. But this was a more in-your-face type of song. The lyrics are absolutely right in the wheelhouse of country. The song, I think the song structure was more rock. Reminded me a little bit of The Who from like maybe Quadrophenia, even though I know that album pretty well, so I know that there's a difference. But parts of it had a certain feel from that era, from back in, what was Quadrophenia, 82 to 84, somewhere in there, maybe 83, right around 82-ish. But all that said, this was more, I mean, Toby came after it in this one. He came, I don't know who wrote this. I don't look that up. It's not a research channel, but he got after the lyrics and they're like coming at it in a way that I hadn't heard in his other songs. So why didn't she cry in front of him? I mean, the implication would be she didn't care enough to cry, as the songs have been written and sung. But yeah, that's the song by John Moreland. She didn't care enough for me to cry. And it was, but was she crying privately? Maybe, maybe not. It's just one of these things where you're given a little bit of information and then you can put your own circumstances into it and then assume what he meant by it. And your assumptions, just like mine, could be absolutely wrong. But that's the beauty of art. And the lyrics in this was art. So, Zach, I'm not going to rate that one. It's still sort of like raw that Toby passed away. So I guess this is my third reaction to third or fourth to a Toby song since he passed. And I'm going to leave that one be. You probably suspected I would go that way anyway because I'm sort of a sentimental guy. And I still feel it. Most of you do too. So she never cried in front of me. That's got me thinking. There's so many ways I could go because it's so open-ended. When a songwriter doesn't pigeonhole you into one storyline and give you details, then your imagination is left to go like, why? What happened? Was it her fault? Was it his fault? Was it both? What, was she crying on her own? Was she like, the lyrics just left it open for that. And that I love. So, all right, guys, in honor of Toby Keith, Zach, thank you again, my friend. All right, guys, have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.